Lauren Boebert may be one of the most outspoken members of Congress, but the bizarre details of her life may surprise you. From her mysterious connection to a pro wrestler to the real reason she wears glasses, the Colorado congresswoman is anything but ordinary. Boebert has attracted a loyal base thanks to her hardcore embrace of ultra-conservative beliefs. But some details about the congresswoman show she's not your typical Christian girl next door. Take, for instance, her embrace of body art. In August 2024, former Congressman Matt Gaetz' wife Ginger shared a beach photo that revealed a massive tribal ink tattoo on Boebert's torso. While Boebert had kept her tattoo largely hidden from the public, the congresswoman has proved she's more than okay with showing some skin, even showing her legs a number of times over the years. When she ran a gun-themed restaurant, the business owner turned politician was known for donning tiny denim shorts and cowboy boots that helped showcase the Glock holster to her hip.
Firearms have nothing to do with the amazing hamburgers we cook.
But even though Boebert was perfectly fine with showing off her tattoo on social media, her controversial actions off camera sparked a lot more outrage. For instance, the congresswoman was at the center of a scandal in September 2023 when surveillance footage showed her touching a male companion between the legs in a Denver theater. Boebert and her date were attending the Beetlejuice musical, where many families with children were present. Boebert also disturbed fellow theatergoers by vaping, singing loudly, and taking flash photos.
Lauren Boebert is a disgrace to this country.
After complaints started pouring in, the congresswoman and her companion were removed from the venue. It wasn't a good look for someone who preaches Christian and family values. She tried to do some damage control by opening up about her personal struggles, including the fact that she had just split from her longtime husband, Jason. Boebert even apologized for her actions in a Facebook post. However, none of it worked, so she switched strategies. 4 months later, Boebert moved from Colorado's 3rd District to the 4th District, a more conservative area that she hoped would improve her chances of winning re-election. That maneuver did work, with Boebert defeating her Democratic opponent in the November 2024 election. Just months after the Beetlejuice debacle, Boebert found herself back in the spotlight, this time due to scandalous details about her oldest son, Tyler. In February 2024, Tyler, then 18, was arrested in connection with a series of vehicle trespassing and property thefts. He faced 22 charges following the crime spree, including 5 felonies. However, 21 of those charges were dropped after he agreed to plead guilty to attempted identity theft. The judge sentenced Tyler to 80 hours of community service and a 2-year deferred judgment. That means the felony conviction won't go on his record if he completes the probation. To many social media users, however, Tyler got off easy. One Facebook user even suggested that being related to Lauren clearly helped Tyler, calling the legal system messed up in the process. While Tyler's legal troubles have put Boebert in the hot seat, she's also faced a lot of questions over the fact that she wears glasses. Though her glasses are now part of her signature look, some have pointed out that she didn't start wearing them until she started running for Congress in 2020. Social media users have become really intrigued by Boebert's glasses, with some even arguing they are fake. But random social media users aren't the only ones who question Boebert's need for glasses. Jimmy Kimmel also ridiculed her choice of eyewear in a monologue on his talk show in 2021. Kimmel said,
"This is a woman who wears glasses to make it seem like she can read."
Another strange detail about Boebert is that she grew up thinking wrestler Stan Lane was her father. Boebert never met her father, but her mother, Shauna Bence, sued Lane over child support multiple times in the 80s. In his April 1990 response, Lane admitted to having sex with Bence but denied being Boebert's father, even though Bence accused him of urging her to terminate the pregnancy. However, Lane attached a paternity test showing he and Boebert weren't related. Bence continued to claim Lane was the father, and that's what Boebert believed. In a 2007 YouTube video featuring Lane's 80s tag team, Boebert accused the former wrestler of knowing she was his in the comments, writing, "He is the one that told my mom she was pregnant, and he is the one who called the house after it was verified by the doctor, begging my mother to abort me." Boebert's arguments gained credibility when a technician involved in Lane's paternity test was convicted of taking bribes for switching DNA samples in an unrelated case. But a 2023 test showed he really wasn't Boebert's father. Boebert's education status also makes her an oddity in Congress. Having earned her GED shortly before the 2020 election, She came close to becoming the only member to not have graduated from high school. That said, out of all 535 members of both the House and Senate, Boebert is just one of 22 who stopped their education after high school. More than 95% of Congress members have at least a bachelor's degree. But Lauren doesn't hide her education status. Instead, she has defended her decision to drop out as proof of her family values. Because she became a mother at 18, she chose to put her son first. She told the Durango Herald in 2020, "I had to make hard decisions on successfully raising my child or getting to high school biology class, and I chose to take care of my child."